It's literally everything is on fire. It's like that meme of like, this is fine. This is fine. We're just catching the desert on fire completely.
What's up, Buttercups? Mishu here, and today I wanted to give some thoughts on a fun little indie game called Donut County. So how many of you have a never-ending list of games that you have yet to play? I'm so guilty of that. I really enjoy fun little indie games that I find on Steam. There are some definite gems out there, and I do think Donut County was one of them. So one of the things that I had first seen about this game, other than the graphics, was one of the trailers that they had posted on Steam. And essentially what this trailer is it's the character within the game itself, the raccoon character, and he is playing the game Donut County. He is moving around the hole in one of the very first levels that you hit. But the catch is they set it up like he is streaming on Twitch, which I found to be hilarious because at the time that I bought this game, I was thinking about streaming on Twitch, though I had not quite gotten there yet. And so the other main character, the girl, she comes in from the background and they have some conversations and they go back and forth. And the trailer just ends up being this silly situational type thing. And I thought it was a brilliant way to actually set the scene for the game without actually showing any of the gameplay or telling you much of anything other than there's a giant hole that eats everything up. So without further ado, let's dig deeper into Donut County. The creator of Donut County, Ben Esposito, did an amazing job with this game. It's fun, it's witty, it's crazy, it's silly, it's kind of everything that you want from an indie game. So let me read the description to you real quick to give you the overall idea of what Donut County is all about. Donut County is a story-based physics puzzle game where you play as an ever-growing hole in the ground, meet cute characters, steal their trash, and ultimately throw them in a hole. How can you not like this game purely from that description? It only gets better from there, I promise. So given the premise of the game, I was not expecting there to be much of a story, but surprisingly there was actually a little story in it. And I thought it was kind of fun. It added to the gameplay quite a bit. The basic storyline is that the main character, the raccoon, was causing havoc in the town with a giant hole. And so the hole ended up eating the entire town, including the raccoon himself who opened it up. And so by the time we have come to them, they are down in the hole and they're kind of reminiscing about how they fell into the hole. So the rest of the story is bouncing back by each character and being like, well, I fell into the hole because this, or I was doing that, or I was at home, or whatever. And then you go through each character's story, which I thought was kind of a fun little gameplay. Originally, when I first saw this game, I thought it'd be more by level, less by story. So it was a fun little element for them to add into there. Plus, there was a little twist at the end, which I did not see coming, and I thought it was a good way to kind of keep everybody on their toes. So you had everyone who was giving their backstory of how they fell into the hole, and then they're trying to get themselves out, and then there was the twist. So it was a great way to end the game. And it was especially fun for me because there were a bunch of Los Angeles references, and being a Californian, I just found that it tickled me. I thought that was funny. They're talking about the 405 and dumping people in traffic and stuff. It was perfect. Like, the gameplay itself is fairly simple. You can use either your PC or you can use a controller. I used my Xbox controller for it because I'm just more comfortable on my Xbox controller. It's a little easier. And again, the basic concept is you are moving around this hole and you're gobbling up everything in sight, including like rocks and plants and chickens and like the most random objects that you can even think of. It's completely ridiculous, but in a good way. The game itself doesn't require a lot of brain power, if you will. It's definitely something that's more casual on the side, easy to chit chat with other people while you are playing. It doesn't require a lot of focus. The puzzles themselves aren't that complicated or tricky. There are a few puzzles that'll catch you off guard, you know, and it's kind of like hitting a bump, right? Like, oh, okay, take a minute to assess, figure it out, and then jump over the bump and continue on eating up everything into your giant hole. I don't know about you guys, but for me, if I play 5 to 10 minutes into a game, I have a good idea if I'm gonna like the game or not. There's just something about the style, the language, everything about it that you can get a pretty good wrap up pretty quickly. I played this game not even the full 5 minutes before I knew that I was really going to enjoy this game. So if you haven't played Donut County already, I totally recommend it, particularly if you enjoy the most random and silly bizarre stuff that you can find on Steam. If I was to describe this game in a quick, short manner, I would describe it as grand silliness and crazy impossibilities wrapped up in a nice little bow of cute and well thought out graphics and a lovely soundtrack. So have you played Donut County? Let me know down in the comments below if you enjoyed the game as much as I did. And also feel free to shout out any other indie games that you would like me to review. Until then, go forth and create. I will see you next time.
I don't have a garbage day.